Hello there. So, first time on camera, exciting. And the reason is, I'm still in the middle of sorting out the garage, as you can see, but in kind of preparation for getting it sorted, I treat myself to some boots. Now, I was looking for some boxing boots that would be simple and black, and just plain black, and nothing really fancy. Didn't want to spend a lot of money, and was looking for something fairly old school. Shopped around for quite a while, looked at things like the had some Adidas boots and what they call box hog, the box hog threes. Nearly fell for it. Well, nearly went for it, not fell for it. And then I found these at Geezer's Boxing. They call them Tyson boots, which it kind of reveals a little bit about them, because they are all black. They're very old school. They're all leather, really soft, really simple, kind of medium sort of height, and really nice. I'm really happy with them, to be honest. They're exactly what I was looking for. They're just simple and black. They have a good long tongue. On the website, there's a label on here just with Geezers stamped into it, and on the website that's white, which I thought, oh, that's okay, just a little bit of white, that's fine. But on the actual boot, it's just stamped black on black, so even better as far as I was concerned. Even the sole's black, and a little bit of colour. Can you see there's a tiny little bead of the glue visible between the upper and the sole, and the sole is really thin, really flat. The kind of that the traditional boxing shoe was kind of thought of as like a leather sock, and that is pretty much what these are. They're really soft. The sole is really flexible. The grip on the sole is just incredibly simple. The heel is really flat. There's a little bit of support around the heel, so there's a fairly good heel cup. And yeah, they're just really soft. The thing that I really like about them is I have quite wide feet, and there's not many boxing shoes apparently that are good for wide feet. One of the best was the Reeboks, and they've stopped making them, which is slightly sad. Now, one of the reasons, well, probably the main reason that I went for these, is that the lace comes all the way down to the toe. So the sole isn't especially wide, and it's this area here where my feet have quite a bit of width. It's not especially wide, but because the lace comes all the way down here, I can leave this area of the lace quite loose, so my foot can expand and fill the shoe with the loose laces, and then as it comes up around the ankle and further up the ankle, I can tighten it up more. So this part of the shoe at the top can expand, and my foot can fit. And I kind of figured that would be the case before ordering them, and having tried them on a few times, it works. So they're actually really good for wide feet, even though they're not a particularly wide sole. So I was really quite happy, indeed. In fact, and overall, they're the only boots I've ever owned. I've only took up doing boxing for fitness over the last few months, and the last month I've not been able to do anything because of the garage. So not much to compare him against, but I'm really delighted. I think they were 75 quid. So compared to some, some of the other things, some of the Nikes and stuff like that, relatively cheap. And yeah, really, really, really happy with them. So if you've got wide feet and you like a simple boot with no fuss, completely black, all around, they do them in white as well. So if you want completely white, I would absolutely suggest you give them a look. Inside, it's just like the let's see if I can probably see it best on the back of the tongue. So the inside is just like I don't know what it is, it's like the inside of the leather, basically. So there's literally nothing to them. They're just a single skin of really soft, supple leather. The sole, it's not quite one piece. There's a really thin, there you go, you can see it in the light. There's a really thin layer of the actual sole that hits the floor, less than a centimetre of cushioning, and there is an insole, which is just that thickness there. So they are about as simple of a boxing shoe as you could hope to get, I think, and really, really effective, really nice to wear. Found them really comfortable. The heel cup makes them gives a really good bit of support around the back of the heel, so that your foot's not moving around inside there. At the moment, my feet are weird. They change size. I think one of the things I'm trying to do with this channel is like lose weight and get on top of myself. What tends to happen is normally, I work in an office for a few years and get out of shape, don't really do much exercise, and my feet go down to about an 8.5. When I start running, and putting a lot of pressure on my feet, they go up to about a 10. And in fact, a few years ago when I did the Manchester 10k, about 10-15 years ago, they even got as far as an 11. But at the moment, my feet are about a size 10, and these are a size 10, and they're a fairly good length. Well, they are a good length. My toe comes down to probably about there, on the shoe, so there's a little bit of space at the end, but having the laces up here allows me to pull my foot in tight into the heel cup, so my foot's not moving around. So I'd say if you don't have wide feet, you probably want to go maybe a size under, but probably not a full size. But if you're a 9.5, I'd go for a 9 rather than a 10. If you're a 10 with narrow feet, you probably still want to go for a 10. And if you're a 10 with wide feet, you probably want to go for a 10 and use the laces like I have to not pull it in as tight around this area of the shoe. So yeah, definitely really happy. Would definitely buy them again. Hopefully I won't have to. I won't be wearing them while the garage floor is still just concrete, because I think the sole being so thin, it's probably 3mm under the ball of the foot. I think they'd wear through pretty quick. But as soon as I've got the rubberized flooring down, I'm looking forward to getting them on. Yep, good stuff. Geezer's Tyson boxing boot, smash it.